Hey guys, my name is MJ. Welcome to our Yin Restorative class for today. Make sure you have all the props that you need, maybe a blanket. If you don't have a bolster, you can grab a couple of pillows, or maybe more than a couple of blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can always use books or something that's stable and solid. It's always handy to have a strap around. You may not need it in class, but have it where you might need to grab it. In easy arm's reach is always the best. And coming to a comfortable seated position. So if you need to sit up on something, maybe sit up on your blanket or your bolster or your blocks, put that under your bum. Just make sure it's supporting the body so you can relax the hip flexors. Bring the right shin in front of the left or on top of the left. If the leg is in front, you'll cross at the middle of the shins and bring the hands on the legs where it's comfortable. Slowly begin to move the head, bringing it to one side and then the other. You can take full circles if that's comfortable for your neck. You're very slowly moving with the breath, nice and calm, one ear towards one shoulder, chin coming through, ear to the other shoulder. Staying on one side, this time we'll start to the left. You're welcome to bring the right arm out. The left hand can come on top of the right ear or onto the shoulder, manipulating the space where the shoulder is, really helping to open the front, the side, and the back of the neck, the chest, the upper back. You can play with where the right hand is, maybe walk it a little further back behind you or a little further forwards. And allow the body to slowly move into the space on the side of the neck. Taking a few breaths, and you can always stay here longer if that feels good for you. Slow, calm, deep in breaths, and same slow, deep, full out breaths. Again, moving if it's comfortable or finding stillness. When you're ready, release. Bring the head back to the center. Bring the right hand up towards the back of the right shoulder or the back of the neck. The left hand turns the right tricep forwards and in, bringing the shoulder into the joint. You can either hold the tricep or the left hand to the elbow, or bring the left hand behind, maybe take a full bind. If you have your strap handy, you can always place it in the right hand and grab it with the left. Stay here, pulling the shoulder heads back, really allowing some space through the shoulders. If it's comfortable, take a side body stretch over to the left, grounding and anchoring the right hip point down. Looking up past the right tricep. Again, all of this is only if it feels suitable for you, releasing when you're ready. And then bring the right leg back behind you. You can either turn the toes to face out or back behind you. Again, sit up on something if that feels better. Then turn the body over the left knee, maybe propping the arms, the palms, the forearms up with blocks, or a block under the forehead, maybe even on the chest, resting it on top of the left leg. If it's comfortable, bring yourself all the way down, where the hands can come under the forehead. Prefer to use any of the other props, blankets or bolster. Let the body get nice and heavy. If the hips lift, let them do so. Breathe into the low back. Breathe into the glutes. Those spaces getting nice and soft and relaxed. And you're welcome to slowly walk the body a little further around to the right side. Only coming as far as it's comfortable, letting the torso rest over the left shin. And again, you can prop yourself up, but you can come up higher onto the palms, the elbows. Wherever you are, let the body relax. Taking deep breaths again, thinking the rib cage moving and expanding fully, 360 degrees. Please only take the body as far as it's comfortable for you. If you need to come back to the starting position or come up a little high with the torso, with the head, please find that position that feels best. Continue to breathe calmly, smoothly, helping to down-regulate the central nervous system. staying here as long as you like. When you're ready, using your palms, bring your torso back upright. Slowly bring both legs in front of you. You can take some time moving the body any way it feels best for you to neutralize. Maybe making a little ball, rocking the legs side to side. You can arch the spine, you can flex the spine. Find stillness if that feels better. Allowing the transition and the movements in between to be nice and calm and slow before taking it to the other side. Again, propping the hips up if you need. You can place the left shin in front or the left shin on top. You can prop the legs up. Find a position where you're comfortable, where the body can find an upright pelvis. You feel stable and supported. And again, we slowly move the head and the neck, keeping the torso as still as it's able to. Bringing the head slowly from one side to the other. Taking full circles only if it's comfortable for the body, and still breathing nice and calm, nice and slow. This time the head comes over to the right side, right ear towards the right shoulder. The left fingers can crawl out to the side. You can place a prop under the palm if you need the support. The right hand can come onto the left ear or the left shoulder. Again, finding that space to help open the left side, down the lateral edge, through the front of the chest, the upper back, skull, the neck. Breathing into this side, helping it to soften, relax. You can move the left arm, the left hand. Deep inhale breaths. Calm, full exhale. Coming back to the center when you're ready. Lift the left arm, bring the fingers either to the back of the shoulder or to the back of the neck. The right hand comes to the left tricep. Again, bringing the tricep to point forwards, either staying with the hand on the tricep or bring the right arm behind. You can use the strap again. Strap will start in the left hand and then come to the right, moving into a full cow face arms. Find your breath. The right shoulder gently pulls back. Again, you can either stay here or take the side body stretch over to the right, grounding and anchoring the left hip. Maybe looking up past the left tricep, breathing into the left side. If you prefer to do this without using the arms as the bind, you can do so. Stay as long as you like and slowly come back to the center, moving into deer pose, bringing the left leg back behind you. So the right foot is at the top of the left thigh. Take a slight twist, turning over the right knee and walking the arms out. Again, either using the props, staying up on the palms, coming to the forearms. Maybe bring the forehead all the way down. And the left toes can either turn out to the side or straight back behind. Letting the back ribs part. Still gaining full breaths, nice and calm and slow. Let the jaw relax, the face, the neck, the shoulders. I stay over the right knee or slowly bring the torso around over towards the left a little further so the chest comes over the shin. And if it feels better to come up a little higher with the chest, the head, please do so. Use the blocks. Use any of the props that help you feel comfortable. Finding that comfortable position so you can breathe slower again. Finding that down regulation, which is so important to help us recover. The body to repair. Please know that you're welcome to stay in any of the poses as long as you like. Being a recording, you can always just stop it and then hit play again when you're ready to move on. But listening to your body, if you need to stay somewhere, help yourself gain exactly what it is that you need. And when you're ready, using the palms, pressing them down to lift the torso back upright. Slowly release the legs forwards in front of you. Again, take any movement that's comfortable or find stillness. So we then bring the props towards our left hip. So if you have a bolster, use a bolster. You can use blankets, a pile of blankets, or a few pillows. As you bring your knees together, sit your hips down so they come just in front of the pile of props that you have. Now you can stay upright here. If this is quite intense, please place 1 or 2 blocks under your bum and just stay upright until the body feels ready to come back. That may take weeks and weeks or months and months, or it may just be that you need to stay upright all the time. If you'd like to come back, lie back over the bolster. You can always use the props. I'm using the props on top of the blocks on top of my props here today. It's a little more stable being pillows rather than a bolster. I place one of the blocks in the middle of my back, the upper back, and 1 block under my head. I think of my glutes, my bum getting nice and heavy. My toes are pointing back. The heels are on either side of my hips. If at any time this is too much for the knees, the low back, please use your palms to lift your torso back upright, coming to a seated position. Again, truly listening to your body. You need to be able to relax, to feel calm, comfortable, to breathe slow and deep. When you find the comfortable position, let the body relax there. Notice how you feel, where each of the sensations are, what those sensations are actually telling you. Get quiet and observe. Slow, deep breaths, calming and relaxing even further. I want you to think of one word that helps you to relax, maybe a couple of words. Words that, when they come into your mind, you find it easier to let go, to melt down, to soften. Think of those words, let them play over and over again, just in front of the eyes, let them run through the mind. As you relax the jaw, let the tongue soften into the back of the throat. Let the mind and body be present, but in a comfortable and calm presence. If you notice that the mind is running away, it starts thinking about things that you've already done or lists that you have to make or you have to do the rest of today, come back to your body, scan throughout. Notice how each body part feels, how calm and slow the breath is. Maybe even breathing a little deeper. Think of pulling the breath further than the tips of the lungs, maybe down to the knees. Noticing the areas that do become tense or start to tighten. You're pushing or gripping or holding. And every out breath that you take, think of relaxing those spaces, letting them soften down just a little more. Again, And please remember to stay as long as you like. When you're ready, using your palms and your elbows to slowly lift your torso back upright, taking your time. And once in an upright seated position, move the pelvis so you can bring the legs forwards. Here you're welcome to sit up on your props again. Moving into a full butterfly position. If you need to support the legs, you can place the blocks or the books or whatever you have that's stable on the outer legs. It can be closer to the outer hips, further out towards the knees. On your left thigh into reclined figure 4, moving the hips a little over to the right side of the mat and letting the legs drop over to the left in the figure 4 twist position. You're welcome to place the block under the sole of the right foot or the outer left thigh. For me, I need to just hold my left hand onto my right foot. It seems to slip. But after about 10 or so breaths, I can let my left arm relax. The right arm can come out to the side. Let the right knee just drop down without pulling it, without forcing it or pushing it. Let the body get heavy. Let the jaw relax. If you can, the eyes are closed, noticing how the top and bottom lids feel. Can you feel the lashes touching? Can you Actually notice and sense where the eyelids are touching. Can you feel the eyes behind the lids? Continue being observant, noticing right here and right now. Let your shoulders get nice and heavy. Let the legs relax just a little further. As if you're pushing into the outer left hip, the left shoulder maybe. Observe those areas where you are really holding or tensing. Soften them. Give yourself the permission. Tell yourself it's okay to let go, to relax. Again, slow, calm breaths. Slow in, slow out breath. Stay as long as this side of the body needs. When you're ready, slowly bringing the legs, the hips back to the center. And take movement in between. When you're ready, we'll take the other side, left ankle and the right thigh. The hips move to the left. The legs drop over to the right. Again, supporting the outer right leg. Maybe the sole of the left foot. The left arm can reach out. Always bend the left elbow. If it's comfortable, the head can turn towards the left side. The left knee drop down. The shoulders relax. Noticing the breath, how calm it is. And then notice how this side of the body feels compared to the opposite. Do you need to place the body in a different position? Maybe the arm closer down by the side or further back behind. Maybe bending the elbow, the left elbow a little more. Does it feel tighter? Is it releasing in a different speed, a different way? Do you feel the sensations moving up or down the body? Do you feel a different temperature here? Maybe the body needs to be supported, maybe a block under the inside of the left knee. But just noticing, notice this side and compare it. Just with curiosity, with childlike curiosity, compare it to the other side. Notice the stories that your body's telling you. Breathing slowly. Breathing calmly. Notice if there are any other areas of your body that you may be clenching or tightening. There may be spaces that are actually where you're associating the stretch or feeling the stretch or feeling the pose. Maybe in the jaw or the hands, back of the head, the shoulders. Notice every little area of this physical structure, this body. How can you gain more space? How can you relax just a tiny little bit more? And that may be with deeper breaths. That may be telling yourself it's okay to relax. Maybe you have a different method. Knowing that you deserve this slow time. You deserve to be able to calm down, to create this space for yourself. It's so important. Give yourself that. And truly listening to your body, noticing if one side is a little tighter, if it's letting go in a different way, if you need to stay this side for a little longer. Please note that if you do need to stay, you can always pause the recording and start it when you're ready. When you're ready, bring your body back to the center, pelvis in line with the shoulders, as we now move into our resting pose of Savasana, pentacle pose or corpse pose. You can support the body however it feels best. For me, I like to put blocks under the back of my knees, sometimes the medium on the small side, a blanket over the abdomen and the upper thighs to help relax a little further. If you need a little more compression, you can place the pillows or bolster or more blankets over the abdomen. The arms come out wider so no two body parts are touching. The back of the head gets nice and heavy. If it's comfortable, palms can face up. Let the body get nice and heavy. Take any final little movements and start to let everything sink down. Your breath shallows as it moves up towards the chest. The toes fall out. Notice parts of the back body that are touching the earth beneath you. How you feel supported, the earth's coming up to meet you. Now notice the areas of the front body and the space that's around you. Let yourself expand into that. As you now simply just allow yourself to be. Let the mind float away. Know that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Let yourself be here now. Please feel free to stay as long as you like. When you're ready, take a deeper breath. Start to allow tiny little movements into the body and take any movements that feel good for you. Let them very gently grow. Make their way throughout till you feel that connection. Connected back into the day. Taking your time in the transition. You can stretch, you can bring the legs in. Being aware of the props around you. Again, taking your time. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, remove any props that you have over the body and begin to bring the legs in towards the chest. And take your time, a little bit of movement, maybe gently rocking left to right on the pelvis. Spread the knees out towards the underarms. And then slowly bring yourself onto the most comfortable side, the left or the right. But making your way there calmly. Use the bicep as a pillow and place any of the props in between the knees, the bolster, the blocks. Maybe one between the knees, one between the ankles. The right hand can support the face or the torso. Finding a comfortable position where you can let the body melt down just for a few breaths. Just observing. When you're ready, use the right palm to slowly press yourself upright. Transitioning to a comfortable seated position. If you're sitting up on your props to find more comfort, you can sit on the heels, whatever feels best for you. Once seated, I invite you to bring the hands to heart, let the eyes close. Just thanking yourself for spending this time, creating some space, finding a bit of peace, some comfort, some calmness. I invite you to bring the thumbs to the third eye, and we bow in thanks. Namaste. Again, thank you for taking the time, for the mind, for the body, for slowing down, helping to find the comfort and fluidity to continue to move about your day. Take your time in anything else that you have to do. Remember, please have some water. Namaste.